And a very good morning from myself, Nirvana Lange from the Body and Mind Health and Wellness Directory. And this morning I'll be chatting to Tanja Jaeger, and she's a spiritual life coach, intuitive channeling, and energy healing. Good morning, Tanja. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's lovely to chat to you again. I remember doing your interview as one of the members of the Body and Mind website a while ago, and we had such a great connection. I'm looking forward to catching up with you today.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Yes, I always enjoy our chats. They're really great.
Absolutely. Tanja, so we know you do incredible intuitive work. You're an incredible coach. You have your 21-day challenges that you have going. What is it like for you at the moment during this lockdown and I call it physical distancing. I refuse to call it social distancing. How have you been,
Yes.
how has it been for you, and what are you doing to assist yourself?
Well, I feel that this time can be used quite positively. I think it's a time where I'm sure we've all felt that there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world at the moment. The fear being one of the biggest things that we have around us. And so now more than ever is a time where we really need to seek our inner peace, our inner joy, because happiness is an inside job. It's not something that we seek externally, it's something that we become within. So this time, instead of worrying or stressing, would certainly be better used in terms of meditating. And each and every one of us, because we are all in it together, if we come together as an energy of oneness, we certainly can heal the world. And so with that belief in place and with a sense of centering and love, this is something that we can all overcome. There's been a lot of positivity that has come out of this already. So if we look at what our world has been on reset. The universe has kind of almost come to a place of holding our planet, so that instead of it being full of pollution, all these numbers have come down. Everything has been reduced. So in a sense, if we can still come together at a time like this, then we're capable of anything. So for me, on a personal level, I've used this time to meditate. I've used this time to really clear things that have been blocking me, because I don't have all the outside distractions. It's a perfect time of going within and really drawing from that inner place, from, the place that it's our soul, it's our inner core. And from that place, releasing whatever we don't need, whatever has been holding us back, so that when we come out of this, it truly is a rebirth and a new beginning.
And Tanja, I had a chat with Tracy earlier on. We were just doing a quick chat, Tracy from Body and Mind. And we were just sort of, I know it's very hard. I'm mostly a positive person, but people are starving at the moment. People that haven't eaten for 3 or 4 days.
Yes.
They are not going to go, and this woman with her positivity and this and that, how am I going to feed my children? How am I going to deal with this reality of not being able to even buy a loaf of bread? How do we change that mindset? Because we know that it is a mindset. You know, how do we change that mindset for them to attract that loaf of bread? If you know what which line I'm
Mm-hmm.
taking.
Well, from another angle, I've noticed that a lot of people have been fundraising, um, doing sandwich drives, helping. And it's created a sense of awareness around togetherness. I've created a GoFundMe account called One Random Act of Kindness, to help people, as you were just mentioning, um, to attract people to donate and to do their bit. because every little bit helps. And I'm a firm believer in we each can do our bit to help the world.
Mm.
So it's about take action and get out there and help. For those people who are super struggling, it's not an easy time. And I'm not going to say I hold all the answers. So there are places to reach out to.
Absolutely.
We have social media and connectivity. So people that are struggling shouldn't be afraid to say help, to reach out. There are good souls out there. I do believe, if anything, we live in a country of really wonderful, soulful people. I've seen
Yeah.
the most amazing acts of kindness in this period.
Absolutely. And I do think that taking responsibility for ourselves and not sort of waiting for the governments. I do also in my neighborhood saw yesterday that they were having these sandwich drives. My reaction was immediately, where's all these billions that the Oppenheimers or whatever were donating? What's happening with that? Why is that not feeding the people? And and that kind of gets my back up a bit, but at the end of the day, one starfish at a time, that saying,
Mm-hmm.
it will make a difference to that one starfish in a time.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I've been doing, I've been taking the bottoms of my carrots and the bottoms of my onions and vegetables that I, was able to get, and I've put them in water. And every day I'm taking a photo of them to see how they are actually growing leaves. I've taken red peppers and capsicums and taken the seeds out of that, and I've been planting that. And I'm really watching how I am growing my own food. And I think the very most important thing, which I've been saying for a very, very long time, we need to become self-sustainable. We cannot depend on
Mm-hmm.
food out where you can create your own garden in a small little, meter by meter box, and have food to eat.
That's a wonderful idea. That's actually incredible. It's something that I think you could also possibly share on Facebook and social media. For everyone's got a phone, everyone's got connectivity. So
Mm,
I do think awareness is such a big thing, because a lot of people are so stuck in fear that they don't even think of these things. And what a brilliant idea. It's wonderful. It really is about action. I feel strongly the messages that I keep getting is the more we're quiet and we go within, ideas emerge. This is a time of transformation for all of us, and we are safe, provided we can believe that. We are looked after and cared for, provided we believe that. There is always a helping hand, and there's the responsibility we can take for ourselves to take tiny steps towards our goals.
that's right. And like I said earlier on when I asked you, it's also about what is your belief system and what are you attracting in your life. And while we have this time, instead of facing what I don't have, which is so real. I know I have many compartments where I slip into, shit, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do there?
Yeah,
And then being able to go out and rather focus on what I do have, as little as it may be for a lot of people, but also then start imagining what you do want, and as if you have it already, so that you can create that sandwich that's being delivered at your door, or that you can create a bowl of soup, or even your own little garden that you're growing. But that imagination is going to create your reality.
absolutely. We have the power within us to create our lives in the way we choose to, and all of it is down to how we think. Where do we place our focus? You can create a world of positivity or world of negativity purely by what we focus on. So each of our worlds is unique, really, because we have control over that part of it.
Mm.
And so if you're a positive person that focuses on actions and solutions and visualizing a positive outcome, this is part of this healing journey that I feel we're all in at the moment, because fear and lack go hand in hand. And so when we're trapped in fear and lack, there's depression, there's feeling very low. all these negative feelings tend to come out much stronger. And I feel for each individual, this is really the very hard part, is focusing that the outside can change. It's not permanent. It's always changing. We live in a world of change. So we need to be flexible. And there are going to be times for all of us where we're down, then we're up. And that's also okay. It's more an acceptance of, okay, this is what it is. However, I can create the change.
That's right.
By self-awareness, by reaching out, by gathering information, by educating ourselves on whatever level it is.
Exactly. And, there is nowhere to go as well. Like, you cannot go to the ocean to get that healing. You cannot go into nature. And a lot of people don't have the means to even go into the garden to get that healing. So when you combine negativity, fear, trappedness, all sorts of things will start taking place within your little box that you are trapped in. And to really manage yourself is a huge challenge and a responsibility to you and those that are around you, and it's not easy. Tanja, now what could you offer while we're during this period for people that could contact you to get guidance, to get support? If you could sort of give us about 30 seconds.
I do offer various different products. My 21-day energy release program, which is all about releasing fear and lack, and we work together via email for 21 days. It is about shifting the fear, the low vibrations. It's about learning different ways of creating more abundance. And I work on an energetic level. So each day I do healing work. It's a one-on-one. And I then will email the client and give options of what is needed, what he or she can do, change. So it's a very interactive program. I do also offer intuitive channelings where we work together. I very much around future, around what is needed. Maybe during this time as well, a lot of people are finding, myself included, that it's nice to know what is coming, what options one has. Sometimes one can feel confused, and our judgment can be cloudy, and it happens to all of us. And so I tend to provide more of a guidance system. I do, though, feel that it is about free will and people can make their own choices. Then also we have the option of the one-on-one courses, which teach about energy healing, about how you can create your own goals in your life.
And how can people get hold of you, Tanja? If you can give us your contact details, social media, that people can get in touch with you and maybe just get a little bit of an inspiration.
Well, first off, they're always welcome to email me. I'm available on www.eithertanjasangels@gmail.com or tanja@tanjasangels.co.za. That is TANJAANGELS, one word. I'm also available on Facebook. I run a group called Divine Vibrations. I have a 21-day Journey to Happiness program, which is also available on Facebook, which is an online, every day you receive exercises, affirmations, messages on your journey to happiness. It is about interacting, so I can tailor make programs for people that will suit their individual needs. It's a wonderful time to develop your intuitive skills, to potentially learn the tarot, learn about energy healing. This is a really good time to do all that inner work so that when we get back out there, life is different and we have new tools that we can use.
Thanks, Tanya. And you can also go to the Body and Mind website, which is bodyandmind.coza, or download the Body and Mind Health and Wellness Directory app in your Apple as well as in your Play stores, and you can interact with us that way. Please follow the links below in our chat, and you can get hold of Tanya and her social media website contact number that way. Thank you so much. Lovely to share this time with you and to share some inspiration. Thank you very much, Tanya.
Thanks so much. It was great. Thanks for the chat. And I love always chatting to you.
Thanks. Have a lovely, beautiful day. Bye bye.
Many blessings.